when I come out this way. It feels like home to me.
Elder Maggie Sakani grew up along this river, knows its every turn. But she is scared her home is at risk.
I don't want to see a road here myself. Not for me, but for my grandkids, my future grandchildren. You know. And they'll probably say, why did Grandma let it happen?
We are near what's known as the Ring of Fire, a massive area in Northern Ontario rich in minerals, and there are plans to build a road through here for mining.
Do you think the government will listen?
I doubt it. I don't think you will.
Maggie and others from Neskantaga First Nation have come here in an act of resistance, planting flags and land declarations saying this land belongs to them. Chief Wayne Munia says they have the right to say what gets developed here.
We need to get the word out. We need to know that there is going to be help for us why we want to do this, why we want to protect our way of life.
The Ring of Fire is about 5,000 square kilometers with rich deposits of nickel, copper, palladium, and chromite, all vital for electric vehicle batteries. Australian mining company Wyloo Metals recently acquired the rights to extract most of the minerals and says it's consulting with First Nations like Neskantaga. But here, the promise of jobs and prosperity that the mine could bring is not enough.
The balance should come from the community and the people that are going to be impacted. Neskantaga, for example, has not provided their free prior informed consent to these proposed developments that are taking place, the planning that's taking place.
Clayton Munias points out old campgrounds, places his ancestors are buried along the Adawapskat River.
This land is very important to me, how I live. Mostly hunting and trapping, also healing.
Despite promises from industry to minimize any impact to this untouched landscape, Clayton is skeptical.
Makes me feel wondering what's going to happen to the land and our hunting territories.
Traditional ways of life could change. Take the sturgeon, once abundant, now a species at risk.
They're going to go check a couple fish nets that they set yesterday. So we got a few already.
They're monitoring the health of the sturgeon here and fear any future disruption in these waters could be a disaster.
This is what we're fighting for here. Life is good here on the river system. So that's what we want to protect.
Today's numbers, thankfully, show promise.
Imagine if development goes in. Where is the sturgeon going to go? See, that's the thing. And that's what I asked the public to understand and acknowledge the fact that we are people too, and we will defend our rights.
Back at camp, a cookout, drying today's catch. A tag is found in one of the fish.
It's an Ontario Ministry MNR. It says 06390. It's a tag. As you can see, look. This is what was found in one of the sturgeons we're about to eat.
A subtle reminder of constant government presence, a program they say they knew nothing about.
If we're going to have willing partnerships, if we're going to talk about relationship building, we should be able to at least be part of these types of programs, especially when they're on our traditional homelands, our river system.
Tied to these lands and waters, Neskantaga promises to fight for its future, for a good life, for as long as the rivers flow. Logan Turner, CBC News, Neskantaga First Nation.